Welcome everyone to another Sweet Lee's Shorts. I'm Alan, owner and founder of Sweet Lee's Barbecue. Today we are going to be doing a standing rib roast, also known as the prime rib. Today we are going to treat it, as I said, as a roast. Not quite brisket style, but we are going to season it up with some extra virgin olive oil, some sage, some thyme, some Heath Riles, garlic butter, season, and some Killer Hog Steak Rub. I'm going to trim this out a little bit. You don't want to go too deep, but you don't want that hard fat in there because the smoke can't penetrate that, the seasonings can't penetrate that, it will not render down. A lot of folks say, oh, you're trimming the fat, that's the best part, the taste of the steak. It is good, don't get me wrong, but I personally do not want that hard fat on my steak. So don't want to go too deep, just want to cut off to the side right here. As you can see, just want to take that hard fat out. It looks kind of rough right through here. Don't worry about it. Once we get it seasoned up and once it starts cooking, it's going to look much, much prettier. Alright, now it's time to lather this baby up. What we're going to start with is we're going to hit it with some extra virgin olive oil all over it. All sides. We'll get the bottom side shortly. Let's go ahead and get the front and sides. First thing I'm going to hit it with is the Killer Hog Steak Rub. I use this a lot of times on a picanha. I use this on tri-tips. I also use it on a standing rib roast. And do a little more to it than just this. A lot of times when I do a tri-tip or picanha, this is perfect, this and this alone. But I'm going to add a little more to it to get that buttery flavor as well. Next, I'm going to hit it with the garlic butter. This is one of my favorite, gives it a little heat, a little sweet. This is one of my favorite seasonings by Heath Riles. They also have a garlic jalapeno butter, which is phenomenal. Very, very good. Now we're going to hit with the sage. Sage you got to be a little conservative with. You don't want to put too much sage. You do not want too much sage. It's a little overpowering. Pat that in and smear it a little bit. Too much sage can give it that an organic-y flavor, more of a too much seasoning. Like I said, you really want to be conservative with it and not put too much sage. I may not even put sage on the bottom of the roast, truth be told. Same with the thyme. Be conservative with it. You don't want to overpower your meat with that type of flavor. You already got a lot of rub on there. This is a beautiful cut of meat. Beautiful cut of meat. Now we're going to go ahead and flip it over and do all the same steps to this on the back side. Because I'm going to go very light with the sage and thyme on the bottom. A little more sage than I want, but it should be fine. Just smear it out a little bit, spread it around. A lot of it's going to fall off. Alright folks, so what we want to do here is today we're going to be smoking the rib roast on the Pit Boss Austin XL. Great grill, great pellet grill. We're using apple pellets, Pit Boss pellets. We're going to put this bad boy in at 250 until it reaches the internal temp of about 120 is where I like mine. Stay tuned. Alright, we have now hit 118 on our Pit Boss Austin XL. Let's see what we got. Absolutely gorgeous. What we're going to do, just to make sure, double check that. I'm going to take it out and let it rest for about 30 minutes, absorb all those juices, and then we'll slice it up. Alright folks, so we're back. We had the standing rib roast on our Pit Boss Austin XL for approximately 3 hours. Got to an internal temperature of 120 degrees at medium rare. It's where I prefer my steaks to be. Now it's time for the fun part. We get to slice it, let you get a good look at it, and then time to taste test it. Let's see what we got. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. We let it sit for about 45 minutes. Let all these juices settle. Whenever you're cooking a steak, never start eating it as soon as you pull it off. Let it sit, let those juices absorb. Let's go ahead and get us a little taste and see what we're working with here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Cooked it to medium rare perfectly. The season on the outside crusted the way I wanted to. That thyme, that sage, really gives it a what's the word I'm looking for? A real kick to it. I taste the garlic butter on it as well. This is very, very good. Well, folks, thank you for joining me. Hope this teaches you a little bit about the standing rib roast, how to prep it, how to cook it, a little bit about how you can choose to do it differently in the future, do a different rib eyes versus the roast style. I like mine medium rare. You can cook it a little however you'd like to. I wouldn't go any more than medium though with a prime rib. Keep those juices inside, letting it sit is key, letting it sit at the end. Stay tuned for future Sweetly Short.